Let's restore things.
Hello and welcome back to Let's Restore Things. Today we are looking at how to improve some of the flow on the Italkit big bore kit. This is a 140cc one, as you know from my previous episode. This is a beautiful piece of engineering designed to give the much loved RS more mid-range and a little bit more top-end grunt. However, even top tier kits like this have minor casting imperfections that restrict the flow. Our mission is to perform a detailed flow refinement. We are meticulously using my rotary tool to clean up the lumps and bumps throughout this cylinder. This will be cleaning out the transfer ports and the exhaust port. This isn't about changing the Italkit's inherent power band. It is about making the flow of gas more cleaner, faster, and more importantly, making the engine more reliable under higher stress. We are fixing the induction side, ensuring a smooth exhaust path and respecting the critical timings already built into this performance cylinder, especially on one of these Aprilia RS125s, so Rotax 122 engines with a big bore kit. Is a highly tuned, high revving machine with zero tolerance of error. Any modification like this should be undertaken by a trained expert. Precision porting on a nickel line cylinder is specialised work. You can easily damage the plating, ruin your cylinder and cause catastrophic failure by removing too much material and leaving a rough edge. If you choose to attempt this, you proceed entirely at your own risk. So you're going to ask, why am I even bothering with these small flaws with inside this engine? Well, it's because I like to try to make things better for one thing, but the RS125 lives and dies by volumetric efficiency, and every millisecond counts. We are hunting down those sources of turbulence. Casting ridges create swell patterns that act like a brake on the fuel, slowing the charge down. This is less complete scavenging, leaves a residue of exhaust gas, diluting the next combustion event and reducing the power. Slow flow in the transfer hurts the optimization, which is crucial for efficient combustion in a high revving engine. In the exhaust port, turbulence creates back pressure, fighting precisely tuned pressure waves of the expansion chamber. A smooth exit is necessary for the pipe to be tuned. Our refinements to these ensure the air, fuel and the gas travelled as close to the laminar flow as possible. So let's start doing a rough cut. Our refinement ensures the air-fuel mixture and the gas travel as close to a laminar flow as possible. Then you go into polishing. You don't really want to go more than 300 grit on the sandpaper to achieve a smooth surface quality. You want to avoid anything which is going to be a polished surface on any of the inlet side. Transfer port refinement. The transfer port on this big bore kit are crucial. Remember, we're not touching the port heights or timing, we're just locating the flaws. Use a bright light inside the cylinder to inspect the transfer walls. The most important area is a junction where the aluminium port casings meet the nickel-sealed liner. There may be some tooth-shaped edges on there that you may have to smooth down a little bit. Initial grinding and blending, you use a small ball nose carbide burr, focusing grinding down and working on those high spots of the cylinder wall, gently blending the transitions into the liner. The change must be seamless. Work slowly. You are only smoothing, never increasing the port height. So the next stage, you're refining the dividers. The thin wall separates the transfer channels are the dividers. On a high performance engine, we must ensure that these are strong and aerodynamically clean. Use your burr to give the leading edge a smooth, gentle radius. A super sharp knife edge is too risky on a street-driven performance bike. A smooth rounded edge offers the best compromise between flow and durability. The finish for the transfers are highly polished finish. In general, benefits a smooth surface, reducing fluid transition, helps maintain the high velocity needed and efficiency on this larger 140 big bore kit. So we move on to the exhaust port now. The exhaust port is where a massive volume of high pressure gas from the 140 kit dumps out. A clean exit is non-negotiable. First, remove flash and blend in. You use your large burr again to remove the flashing and lumps from the walls from the exhaust port. The finish on the exhaust port, we aim for a satin smooth finish, using up to around 240 grit. Why not a mirror polish on this? Well, because it's an extreme smoothness, and this can actually encourage carbon to adhere quickly. A satin finish resists carbon buildup better while still promoting efficient gas velocity. It is essential that you chamfer the exhaust port. This will stop the ring from snagging. The next step for the long-term survival of the high-revving RS125 engine, the piston rings, essentially the top one must pass over the windows thousands of times per minute. The problem is that a sharp 90-degree edge on the port will cause the rig to snag, which will rip your knicker seal straight off your lovely new cylinder that you've been working on. The solution is to chamfer or bevel the edges. Use a very fine abrasive sewn or fine emery cloth. Gently create a constant small radius of about half a centimetre. Chamfer is perfect. This radius must be smooth to the touch, providing a safe ramp for the ring to pass across. Consistency is paramount. Every edge that the ring passes, the top sides of the exhaust and transfer ports must receive this treatment. This will dramatically increase the reliability and lifespan on the rings and the cylinder itself. The essential final cleanup. The refinement is complete, but the job is not done yet. You're asking, what do you mean? Well, your cylinder is now covered with abrasives and aluminium dust. This must be completely removed. It is completely safe for you to put the cylinder in the sink with soapy water and thoroughly rinse out every single port until you don't see any metal filings coming out anymore. You rinse this and dry this meticulously. Immediately after completely drying the whole cylinder, use compressed air, making sure no moisture is trapped within the jacket or in the bolts, because you do not want to hydrolock the top of the bolts either. The next thing you want to do is apply a thin layer of quality 2-stroke oil to aid the assembly when you're putting it together. By taking the extra care and time for this refinement, we've optimised the Aprilia RS125 Italkit 140cc cylinder to perform at its best. Reducing internal resistance and increasing reliability is a job that requires patience, respect for the engineering and focus on the safety. If you enjoyed this detailed look into the 2-stroke engine, please hit the like and subscribe to our channel. Most importantly, whether if you're on an RS125 or any machine, please hope everyone stays safe while riding their bikes. Until next time, happy wrenching.